Hi everyone and welcome to my first Devlog. My name is David and I am a developer of an upcoming hack and slash game that I'm extremely excited to share with you. Even though this is not my first video on this channel, it is my first Devlog. I always wanted to show my progression, but I didn't for some reason. I had tons of interesting stuff ready to showcase. But then disaster struck. All my game and progress was gone, thanks to an AMD driver update, something that nobody would think that could harm your PC components, but this one for some reason fried my external hard drive. Yep, more than 1 year of development just disappeared. No backups, no cloud copies, nothing. So I guess it would be appropriate to start this devlog by advising you all to start making copies of your projects, assets in Blender or Maya, as well as all of your game engine archive. What you're watching right now is one of the few footages that survive, as many recording software have their default folder location somewhere in disk C. However, not all is lost. I still got all the knowledge from that time, so I can remake all of it quicker and better. And since I'm starting from scratch, it was the best chance to start this devlog. I don't know how this is gonna turn out for you guys, but I'm gonna give my best to explain my thought process while I give you a good time traversing through my idea of a dream game. Well, let's get into this, as this is quite a big introduction. As a big fan of games like Ninja Gaiden, Devil May Cry and God of War, I have always dreamed of creating a game that combines the fast-paced action and intense combat of those classic titles with my own unique version. So far, I've been working on making a main character and one boss enemy so I can test some mechanics. I still haven't decided what the core idea of my game is, other than the fact that it's a hack and slash. I guess that is the most difficult part to come up with. It's been a challenge to make things work, but I'm learning so much and having a blast bringing my game into life. By the way, I'm using Unreal Engine, as I find coding a bit of a tedious task. Sorry for all the coders out there. Plus, I found the blueprint system to be very intuitive. Well, sometimes. I was able to make a decent prototype very close to what I've got before. I think the main characters still need a bit of a tweak. I don't know, let me know what you think, if it's good enough. As for the boss, I'm extremely happy with how it turns out. I have to say that I'm not a sculptor or animator, but I know my way around some stuff. So I merged some assets together to make my own version of this demon. And you will find that it is a common practice in the indie scene. Using someone else's model is the way to go. I just made it my own, so there is no shame on using them. Remember that time is something that solo developers can't afford to waste. Having said that, some animations are from a pack that I own from the Epic Store, and others were created entirely by me. I hope you cannot guess which ones are though. I still haven't started working on the levels or even prototyping one, as I'm only testing the mechanics. I made a basic UI with a health bar and a soul counter, or energy counter, or aura counter, whatever it is, and a quest system that is very easy to replicate in other projects using interfaces. I freaking love interfaces. Not only makes the code cleaner, but also helps to keep the engine memory clean, as almost no references are made in any blueprint, only the absolutely necessary. This is another difference with my previous game. It was a cluttered mess of a code. It was very difficult to make changes on the go, as the amount of hard references and unnecessary code was everywhere. The game still worked, but I just don't know if I would have continued. That was not going to be a 60 FPS game. Well, I'm not saying that I'm a master with UI5 or Blender. If anything, I'm still a beginner in many aspects of it. But now I know so many tricks of the craft that I didn't before. Now I'm able to save many hours and headaches that I'm more than happy to share with you guys in the upcoming devlogs. My ultimate goal with this game is to create a hack and slash experience that feels fresh and new, while still paying homage to the games that inspire it. I want players to feel like they are part of something epic, an action-packed journey as they slay their way through enemies and explore a vast, immersed world. Well, I don't know how vast, but it is definitely not gonna be an open world, as all of the classic games that inspire me are not, and I prefer the more traditional or intended levels, to be honest. One of the things that I am most excited about is to make a very robust combat system, in which no button mashing will be required to beat the game. Instead, I'm gonna try to implement a very intelligent AI-based fight that makes you double think your actions with a very comprehensive skill tree. I got tons of ideas and I don't know just how many of them are going to become reality. Maybe some of those ideas would come from the comment section, who knows? Well, I can't wait for players to experience these elements for themselves and see what they think. Part of the reason that I wanted to make this devlog is to receive feedback from people, not just developers, but players. Players of these kinds of games. I wanna know if that's the kind of game that you guys wanna play, or if just straight up garbage. Well, I hope not, as I'm putting my heart into it. Well, I am also aware that this game is ambitious. Many would advise me to start with something smaller, but I think I got what it takes to make this a reality. Of course, I'm not going to have a polished level of God of War or the fluent movement of Ninja Gaiden, but I know I can make a great game. If I don't dream big, I'm not gonna have a peace of mind. So if you're a fan of hack and slash games, or just wanna follow along as I bring my dream game into life, I strongly advise you that you can follow all the episodes of this upcoming devlog. Well, this was devlog number 0 because I didn't really show much and it serves more as an introduction to the series. Be sure to follow my channel and share this video with your friends. I'll be sharing updates and new content regularly, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and remember that hitting the like and subscribe button is the right click to do. Bye guys.